Hi guys, it's Aaron Intende, and today I have a wonderful video for you. Some of you might not like this message, but you learn something. The reasons why we in USA end up broke and living miserable life. It's a sad but true. Why in this beautiful country we end up broke and living miserable life? It doesn't mean somebody who's living an expensive life is gonna live a miserable life, or somebody who has a family, or who engages himself in a relationship. It doesn't mean whatever you do here, even taking a mortgage, taking a new car, taking loans, it doesn't mean you're gonna end up miserable. It might mean you might end up living a millionaire life. Like you might end up developing when you take those loans, when you marry, when you take on a loan, or you buy a new car. You might end up, those are one of the great decisions you could take while you're in America. So what I'm meaning, there are people who have lived here and they end up even living miserable life. So these are some of the reasons why here in America you might end up living a miserable life. You might end up broke and living a miserable life. First of all, competition. My next point is bad decisions, but I will combine these two reasons: competition and bad decision. When you see something, you also want to do something similar to that, yet you don't know the people you're competing with have capability to handle that kind of situation. For example, you see somebody has bought a new car and you too, you want to buy a new car. You cannot handle that situation. That you might end up living a life of non-saving, but that person is living a life of saving. He has his own resources, but you want to compete with him because he's a Ugandan, he has a new car, you too want a new car. Because he has a family, you too want to give birth to kids. You don't know his capacity. You might end up living to hate your life just because you bought a new car, and you end up living undesirable life. But with patience, when you feel like you can, then you can end up buying a new car. When you can save some money and you can pay for that new car, you can. That is financial wisdom. Then my next point is about bad habits. Bad habits in life, like drinking, hanging out with bad friends. Actually, this bad habit, I will also bring it to my fourth point of bad friends, so I will combine them. Bad habits and bad friends, they look similar. Bad habits like drinking, because you have bad friends that are also going to drink. Bad habits of even going for vacation when you don't need it. You wanna show off with your friends that have gone vacation, so wanna go for vacation. Vacations are so expensive. And also, that's another point. Taking useless vacation, undesirable vacation. You're going to Europe, you're going to Hawaii just because you want to spend some money. You're spending your saving. And also that one brings me to a point of bad habits, like bad saving habits. You're online buying stuff, so you're taking away all your saving, and at the end of the day, if you don't have saving here, you might run into something which will break you down when you need money and no one is gonna give you that money. Actually, there is also a point of people who don't want to work hard, people who just want to come and sleep. That's another point. Here in America, if you don't want to work hard, you might end up miserable, because nobody's gonna pay for your rent, nobody's gonna pay for anything you need in life, but you yourself, you have to. So that is one of the reasons why you might end up living a miserable life, because there is no one who's gonna help you. You might even end up going to the street. Another thing, not knowing what you want and why you came here, is one of the reasons why people end up miserable, because they just do things anyhow. That's why they end up living miserable life. Not knowing what you want, you just go on because of the people. You just do things because others have done it. You send home money, you send all your money home because you don't know what to do here. Instead of living a life, saving, you're going parties, you don't have ambitions in life. You end up losing most of your years working for nothing instead of working and having ambitions. So you end up having poor friends, going to drink, taking vacations, and at the end of 20 years of living in America, you don't have anything. You're just there begging for others, still working from paycheck from one job to another, paycheck to another paycheck. Other things that can lead you to miserable life are bad decisions, as we said, poor financial habits, bad friends, bad company, unhealthy lifestyle, and non-saving. Unhealthy lifestyle can lead you to living a miserable life. If you're drinking, that's another thing. You can become sick. You drink, you go to work, then they sack you from work. That's not good. Drinking while you're driving, then police catches you, can arrest you. There are a lot of reasons. Even bad luck can be one of the reasons why we live a miserable life here in America. Because once you don't make money, once you don't save, man, you will end up starting to beg, or you will run to the street. You end up homeless. You will end up becoming a beggar. Nobody wants to live that kind of life, like homeless, begging. Nobody. That's my reasons. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something.